Work is on to develop 12 new smart industrial cities. To talk more on how NICDC now plans to move forward, I have with me the chairman and MD of NICDC, Rajat Saini. Welcome to NDTV, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
There was an ambitious plan approved by cabinet last year to build up 12 smart industrial cities. In last 1 year, how far have you been able to move forward? And what is the future plan that you have now to build up these 12 new?
First of all, thank you for talking to us. So, as you are aware, last year 12 industrial smart cities were approved, and in last 1 year we have made considerable progress. So, the work on industrial smart cities did not start just last year. Rather, it's a 1 decade-old project. In the decade between till the approval of these cities, already 8 cities have already been approved by government, out of which 4 are already fully constructed and almost occupied. Amongst those 4, there is the first and only semiconductor city of India, Dholera, where the first semiconductor fab plant is coming up in India. Apart from that, the other 3 cities are almost fully occupied, and we are thinking of now going for phase 2 in those cities. 4 more are under construction, and now if we talk about these 12 which were approved last year, because of the collective teamwork and the guidance of Honorable Minister and the vision statement set by Honorable Prime Minister, that these industrial cities have to be like a grand necklace on our golden quadrilateral. So these 12 industrial smart cities are across 10 states and 6 industrial corridors. We have been able to, after approval, prepare full-fledged DPRs, estimates, and now we are in the process of appointing the contractors and starting the works. You would be glad to know that by December, we would be able to start the work in 11 or at least 10 out of 12 industrial smart cities, which I think is a big achievement considering the size and scale of project.
Right.
Yeah.
So, how many countries? I mean, we are hearing that there are a large number of countries have evinced interest in setting up their business units in these cities. How many countries have shown interest, and how far, and what kind of plans they have to set up their business units in these smart industrial cities?
So, as you must be aware, India has got a huge comparative advantage in manufacturing. The way policies as well as the infrastructure has been created in India over last decade, and enabling ecosystem for manufacturing has come up. Now, in NIC, if I talk specifically about NICDC smart cities, maybe we can say 15 to 20 countries have evinced interest. Rather, going by the quality, going by the standards of infrastructure that is there, going by the predictability of not just infrastructure but also the policy ecosystem in our cities, which are a joint venture, you can say, between central government and state governments and managed in a professional manner like a corporate entity. So for any investor coming from outside India, NICDC cities are the first option. If for some reason they are unable to do that, then they go and see other options. Though as a percentage wise of overall industrial areas in India vis-a-vis the percentage, we may be a minuscule percentage, but going by the scale of cities, going by the standard of infrastructure, we are always the first option. I see a significant interest from the East Asian countries. I see a significant interest from the countries with whom we have done a lot of free trade agreements where there is investment commitments. I see a significant interest from countries or from investors who don't want to go to a particular country but want to have a base in Asia. And slowly, many other countries where investment was going in last 5 6 years, suddenly they are not that cost competitive. If we and our inherent advantage of having very labor at competitive prices, skills and English speaking skills, and our technical skills, our trained workforce, those are coming to our advantage. And even in this kind of geopolitical scenario, I can see a lot of interest coming from a significant number of countries. As you are saying, 15 to 20 countries are showing interest, and from
This
all
includes
corners of the
all
world.
corners of the world, US, Russian companies,
So,
Japanese.
companies, if you see, they come from every country, every continent. There are some companies which are showing interest, who want to set up their manufacturing base in India to cater to the white markets. And one thing that I have been seeing for last 4 or 5 years, it is not just for Indian domestic market. Rather, there are a lot of companies which want to set up manufacturing base in India just to export to the other countries, for which there were, you can say, there were almost zero examples before 2014.
And the last question about the National Logistics Bank. Now, the next stage has been launched by Commerce Minister. What are the larger objectives and what are the gains that we can expect? Because, of course, this is going to help make exports more competitive in terms of how easily we can monitor the movement of containers.
Yeah, so that is, I would say, logistics bank is a small intervention in the overall policy or ecosystem that we are trying to bring, where we are trying to reduce the logistics cost in India. Now, have our efforts yielded result? I would say yes, because the one of the greatest example is the recent study where the assessment of logistic cost, we have come down to almost 8%, which is a significant drop from 13.6 by the earlier estimates. I'm not saying it is because of logistics banks, but the logistics data bank, one, it gave visibility to importers, exporters, manufacturers about where their container is. It also helped the policymakers in trying to understand where is the intervention needed, where is the cargo getting stuck,
Including abroad.
including abroad. Now, with the new Logistic Data Bank 2.0, which Honorable Commerce Minister launched recently, just last week, we are able to see continuous movement, not just within the country, but even on high seas. It will give much more predictability to our exporters and importers. So, and I think that would be something which is very helpful for them.
Thank you very much for
Thank
coming to NDTV. So in Delhi, with my camera colleague Pawan, Himanshu Shekhar for NDTV.